Good afternoon.
Hello, we are the Different Blokes. We are back again, and we're doing dating, but not really dating. There's no advice from us. What we've managed to do, we've managed to have a look up at some of the weirdest dates that people have basically moaned about on Twitter. So we're going to, I'll read them out, and then we'll have a little discussion, see what we would do in that situation.
Okay.
And let's see. So,
To date or not to date? That is the question.
So we got a young lady here. She says, we were going to see a movie and didn't buy tickets in advance. And we couldn't get two tickets next to each other, so we ended up sitting on opposite sides of the theatre. And then the movie ended, and we were like, oh, okay, cool, bye. And that was that. So what would you you wouldn't go in, would you?
No, you wouldn't go in. You wouldn't go in. You'd do something else. That's not a date.
No.
That's not a date. That's just you happen to be in the same cinema. That's not a date. If we knew where they were coming from in the different countries as well, that would also be beneficial as well. So from that side, not a date. That one.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't do it though. If you were the bloke, you wouldn't do it. You'd just say, right, it's not going to work. Let's go. But we've also said before, a movie for a date, first date as well.
No, it's
so no go, chaps. Well, we said we weren't going to do advice, and we just done it. But anyway,
yeah, but not a movie. Not a movie. No. It's not. Go have a drink, have a chat, get to know each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, this one. New guy at work was kind of cool, so I invited him to a house party with my close friends because we all like to drink and play games. We played strip poker or something, and the guy literally takes his pants off first and then his underwear second, with his bits out but his shirt's still on. When she asked him about it, she said it was the only way he played because he's not a pussy. My friends were confused and I was mortified that I brought his weird ass to the party. We weren't even drunk yet, and it was a second game. So anyway, we've been married 5 years.
Oh, that was good then.
So, it doesn't seem like she's moaning about it.
Yeah, obviously, she was quite impressed with the tackle.
Well, you'd imagine. Yeah. But the bit I've got to pull out of that, she's complaining about that, but she's playing strip poker, so they've initiated that.
Yeah.
So you can't initiate that and then be shocked by the outcome.
No, the whole idea of strip poker is you want to see what.
If you were him, you're thinking, I get what. Obviously, he's gone straight in.
He's not going to. But play that.
He's like, well, obviously, this is what they want. So
absolutely,
So
no problem.
That would be mine with that one.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. What a good way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Try before you buy.
Right. Okay. Next one. Had a date where this guy promptly told me his political views. I hated him so much, but was too nice to just leave. So I texted a cop friend to come and get me out of it, out of the date. The cop friend.
A cop friend. I thought you said something else.
Cop. Yeah, cop. Police officer. Cop friend proceeds to fake arrest me in the middle of the restaurant. Yeah. Why would you go to that extreme?
Right. Yeah. That's a funny one. Asking someone's personal opinion, but in their own defence, it's probably better to know what the actual political stance is.
Yeah.
But I know from our mutual friends, one of them was going on a date.
Oh yeah.
And so we suggested that one of the other girls went with her in disguise. So she was in the pub at the same time. They met in the pub at a different table, and then at a certain I think it was to put 2 straws in the cup was the indication of it's not going very well. And then the other girl went across and said, "Oh, hey up, how are you doing? Come on!" And then that end that story. You're out of there.
I mean,
we
do know it's you have the emergency phone call and all that. We do know there's a lot of things you can do, but fake arrest. I mean, that's a bit
extreme.
I'm quite sure you get in trouble for that.
You probably would actually because you probably would. I think that's a bit too much. Just get one of your friends. And then you do. I mean, they do secret handshakes and all sorts nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, even bar people are taught certain things to look for in people giving away secret signs to say this person's freaking me out or whatever.
Yeah.
But as I said, I mean, it's on the increase. I know it was on the news the other day. It was on the increase about people getting spiked.
Yeah.
And that is really,
Yeah.
I don't see. I've got sisters. Someone wants to spite my sisters. I'm going to come and pay you a visit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not nice.
That's not on at all.
It's not good, is it?
It's a criminal offence.
Of course it is.
And it's very sad if you have to do that. So I mean, crazy days we live in sometimes.
If you actually like them, you don't need that. Anyway. Yeah. Going on. So next one. She refused to leave a restaurant because it was raining. I offered her my umbrella, but she still said no. I asked and she confessed it's because she was a mermaid and that if she touched water her tail would come out. I said I had to go to the bathroom and I ditched her promptly.
Wow. Yeah, this is the loonies. It could have been that the lady didn't want to go out and she felt safe in the building. So that could be what that was about. Or she could be as nutty as a bag of spanners. I'm not exactly sure about that one. But yeah, I think if I would take it, if I had that thing, I would be saying, all right, love, are you all right to get home? I'd ring her a taxi or something like that.
Yeah.
Make sure she got home all right.
That's
about all.
But if she wouldn't actually get out of the restaurant to go to the taxi?
Yeah, but that could be a security thing.
It could be.
You know,
I know what you're getting at.
You know, there's lots of nutters out there, so sometimes it's best to make sure that the lady feels secure.
Yeah.
I mean, we're saying this from an English point of view. From we're both English, so I mean we're saying it from our point of view. So I mean we are chaps, but maybe it's different in other countries. We don't know the dating traditions of other countries.
Yeah.
What's good and what's bad and what's other. So we don't know about that.
What's dating etiquette basically?
Yeah, what the etiquette is on that one. Well. So you'll have to let us know if we get anything wrong.
Next one. Oh, I've got sympathy here. Right, I met this guy's entire family, his aunts, uncles, cousins, mum, dad and sister, on the first date at his grandpa's house, who had just passed away.
Oh, God.
He says it wasn't planned, but almost 3 years later, it's my favourite story to tell. So they've obviously... they're actually still together. They got a picture of them together. However...
Oh, so good picture.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, lovely couple.
So they are together.
Yeah.
But I've got my own little story to get in here. I was
funeral.
No. I'm going to take the funeral aspect out of it. But I remember.
I'm sorry, but I've got to say this. If it was a funeral, I turned up at a funeral. I'm sorry, but I'd have to say, I'd have to go home. I'd have to make the excuse and go.
Yeah,
I'd give me sympathies and everything like that and condolences, but I'd have to leave them because it's like the only thing that reminds me of the wedding.
Wedding singer. Wedding crashers, not singer.
Yeah, they decided to go to funeral crashing instead. No, I'd make my excuses. But it's time for family.
I do remember years ago, I'd been dating a girl, and it must have been like this. No. It was like it must have been second date or something, and I was making a meal at my house, and unannounced, the whole family turned up.
At your house?
Yeah, unannounced, and I was just like. What do
you mean? You don't.
They just literally turn up. My mum, stepdad at the time, and my sister literally just turned up.
Your family turned up at the house?
Yeah, my house.
I thought you meant her house.
No, where would they turn up at her house?
Her family turned up at your house.
No, my family turned up at my house, and I'm in the middle of a date, and no shame, I actually told them, and they just literally walked in, and you're like. I'm on a date here. Oh, well, we just thought we'd pop in for a brew. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding? Safe to say, I didn't see her again.
Yeah, I think that put her off.
I would. Yeah. And I actually said to her, look, I'm really sorry. And like, no, well, there's no comeback for me. And that one's on my family.
Where's that
one.
tea?
Yeah. Shocking. Right, next one. On a blind date, the girl orders Caesar salad and eats it with her hands. Tells me she's not big into utensils. After eating, she asks me if I've accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Saviour and invites me to confession. That's heavy, isn't it? Very heavy. Right, there's two issues there.
However, hold on.
That's two separate things. I'm not going to address the second thing because if you're religious, that's up to you.
Right.
However,
I can address this because I've had a very similar thing happen. I went to a nightclub on a stag do and I got lucky, as they say, or thought I was. Anyway, so I ended up stopping over with a young lady, and that was on a Saturday night. On a Sunday morning, woke up and she says, right, okay, she asked me if I want to stop for some Sunday dinner. I went, yeah, okay, not in a rush. And she said, just got to pop here to this place first of all. I didn't know where I was going. And we walked into a house. I know people are going to go, exactly what's going on here. It was a normal house, but rows of chairs. And it was, I think it was the Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered by religion at all, of anyone's religion. That's entirely up to them, what they believe. That's fine by me. So I stopped, and I was more inquisitive to know what goes off, and everyone was a brother and a sister and all sorts. And they're passing sweets around, which I thought very, very, very strange in the sermon. But I had the sweet, very nice. And afterwards, they were trying to convince me to join this thing, and I was like, no. I says, I'm all right, thank you very much. I says, I believe it. Over here, there was a big vote many years ago, and I declared myself to be a Jedi. So did about 2 other million people over here. So from that side, I went, no, it's all right. I says, whatever you believe in, I am not going to tell you any differently to, and I'm not going to preach or anything like that. But I'll have to pass it out. Anyway, so so went back and I was like that. Right, okay. And on the way back, I was thinking, right, what other strange thing is going to happen? And I was shown the brothers and all, and I was like that. Okay. Right, bit too much that was, bit too much, and made me excuse and got on a bus.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at the first bit. Not eating with utensils, eating with a hand. Salad.
I wouldn't have an issue. I wouldn't have an issue with that.
I know in the Middle East they eat curries with their hands. I know that. I've seen that. So, but
if you're having a picnic, though, you would eat most of the picnic with your hands.
Yeah, you would, but if you're having a salad, you wouldn't stick your hand in the middle of the salad and start eating it.
I wouldn't have a problem if she explained the reason for it. I wouldn't have a problem with it either.
Right. Well, fair enough. We'll move on to the next one. I went on a date with this guy. He carried a gallon of water in, which is kind of weird, but he was a personal trainer, so I just chalked him up to being a gym rat. Okay. Then he told me he doesn't drink tap water and strongly encouraged me not to because he believed that there is a chemical in it that turns people gay. Right. Then said, why do you think there are so many gay people that live here? And this is apparently from Austin, Texas. So then he made me watch a 20-minute video about gay frogs.
Okay.
That's bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, that is very bizarre. But I did find something out which doesn't happen over here. When I did visit America, and a couple came up to me, young couple came up to me, and they were collecting, and it was to do with the laws in California about if you are gay, lesbian, whatever, you have to put it on your information, and you can be turned down for a job because of it, your sexual orientation. Wow. Which I found very bizarre. We don't have that over in the UK. No. You're taken on your ability to do the job. That's it. Well, not on anything else.
Yeah, I mean, just linking again back to the water though. I do know a lot of people that won't drink tap water for various different reasons. So that wouldn't faze me really, especially if you're a gym person. That bit wouldn't faze me. Some people don't actually like the flavour or the taste of tap water. So.
In the UK, you have 2 types of water anyway that come out your tap. You have hard and soft water.
So in some places you can't even drink it, can you?
Not very often, but there is a couple of places that you get a bit jelly belly.
Yeah.
But you have hard and soft water over here, so from that side, there's a lot of people who just drink posh water, as I'll call it. But council water, it's all right.
Yeah.
So
right, last one. That'll do for now. I once agreed to meet a lady in a pub for a date. I arrived and she sat there with her 6 kids. I bet that I bought them all a drink and politely left shortly after. Now, again, I've got a little personal story here. I once was invited round for Sunday. You mentioned Sunday dinner before. I was invited round to Sunday dinner once with a lady, and I went round and she had 2 children. Sat at the table that she'd not told me about. We'd already had 2 dates and she'd not told them, which is fair enough if people in different ways. But I felt a bit ambushed and a bit you kind of just put into that position. But I can't imagine 6 kids in a pub for a date. If you think it's a date, and I thought this was a date as well.
Me and you?
Well, you wish. So, but yeah,
I'm not drinking any of that water.
I know he left shortly after, but yeah, it's a lot to take on a date, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I would say this, ladies. I've actually been a bachelor, been on plenty of dates where the lady, because of my age, I do sort of like not expect, but I'm not surprised if the lady has children. So from that side, okay, you know what we're walking into. But from that point, ladies, if you're going to see a fella, not on the first date, don't take the kids on the first date.
Yeah.
But do actually let him know about the children, because
you'll find out if it's for you.
You'll find out if that fella wants children or doesn't want children. That's a big one. Me, I went on a date and the lady didn't tell me she had a child. And then it was on the second date I actually met the child. We lived together for 5 years. My little angel she was.
Yeah.
So from that side, sometimes you don't be scared about introducing your children.
No.
So because a lot of men do actually understand and they do want children.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's some of those stories for now. So we might review some more in the future.
Though.
Let us know about your dating, either faux pas or some of your horrors or some of your anecdotes that you might have. Please let us know below. And as always, thanks for watching. And please share and comment.
Yeah.
See you on the next one. Bye-bye.